Welcome guys, in this episode we are going to concentrate on building the UI for the homepage here. We will be building the navigation bar and this feed here. Yeah, let's just jump into the code. We are in the private group on the homepage here, and in the layout we are also rendering navigation bar. This navigation bar is only contains a button, which you right now can actually ignore. Class name, it should be flags, so it should basically have a row display of flags row. First container, second, third. First would be the logo, second would be the search bar, and the third would be those buttons here. So first is the logo. Let me see where I defined Facebook logo. I could just copy paste from recovery page in here like this. This is a bit smaller and it also has the white background actually. So let me add this background white. Also the logo is a bit too big, too large. Let me see how big that is. 128.34. Okay. Then we have a search bar in the middle. We can primary input. Let's see what we have. What's the UI of it? The appearance, I don't remember how it looks like. It has to have a name. Obviously you want to wrap this up in Formic because we are using this use field hook, which tries to get, which is basically it needs to be wrapped up around the context of Formic. So we need to also implement Formic component, and inside of this here form. So Formic, boom, import this as well. We need the initial value. We need on submit. We can define an interface for Formic or search bar form. In here we have an email. Oh, it's actually a text now. Yeah. We can name it search. Type this here for Formic search. Default value is empty string. And the name of it is, of course, search. That's all. But we also we don't really need Formic for this because we don't validate. We don't have validation, and we don't have also we don't interact with the keywords, right? Because Formic also gives you this nice user experience where you can pressing using tab, you can basically switch between the component elements, I believe, and also if you click on enter, it has an on enter action, so it submits on enter as well. That's something also nice. But we don't need all of those, or no, we can't. Yeah, how does Facebook handle it actually? If you search for something, okay, it gives you this search view as a yeah, how do you say, as a search view or whatever this container underneath this search bar. If you click, okay, you will be directed to okay, this is some weird stuff that it showed, but yeah, it directs you to the search page basically, right? If you write my name, whatever, it takes you to search, top query, you, okay, cool. All right, we can leave this for now. Formic somehow does not reload. It is reloading, but stuck. Let me open new tab. Sometimes it really, yeah, I don't know what is happening. Let me actually, we could use this experimental tool, which is Turbo, or is it already, like, is it in beta or is it in already stable? Turbo, that's kind of like a, yeah, Turbo Pack. Okay, it's in beta. So it accelerates development process and navigations and loading. Let's just try it out. Try this out if it's better. Okay. Seems to be faster, I believe. But yeah. Okay, we have this input. Let's center it. Justify center. No, we need to justify between. And inside of it we have 3 elements, Formic, and the last one is we have the action buttons here, right? Exactly. So we have here and buttons here. We want them to be aligned on the vertical level like this. Boom. I need to style, we actually need a new search bar. Let me see. Search input. Yeah, we can actually define search input, right? You could argue that that's a molecule, this input, and we should put this on molecule because we have 2 components. We have 2, like we have an input basically with a prefix icon. So we could create here inputs. Oh. And inside of here we say prefix icon. So input with prefix icon. We could also say this, but prefix icon should be fine. In here create the component. That's a input. Type props. We say React HTML or input attributes, HTML input element. Not props, of course. This is imported from React. Okay, nice. So what we say is, let me see. So instead of this, we can place this. By the way, it's a, we can say it's search input. Yeah, that's a better name, I think. Search input. Resolving ECMAScript. Apparently it just it was TurboPack, which registered the old path or didn't recognize the path that we changed for the search input, and I needed to restart this development server. That's why it was bugging, but now it works, and we have this input field here. Now we want to give it a nice style. It is rounded, let's say 2XL. Let's say we have a padding like 3 maybe. We have a placeholder which says search Facebook. We have a prefix icon. So we need to, okay. We have a prefix icon which is search icon. Let's import this from React Font Awesome and say search. I think we don't even need this div here. Okay, that should be inside, let's say, focus, outline, none, flex, and items center, of course. We want to set the background color to gray. We want to set the background color of the text input, of the input element, to transparent. We can also make this lighter, 100 maybe. Yeah, almost similar. And we also want to remove the padding and add this padding to the parent. Let's add also a right padding. So that they have space. Or what I can do is I can also do gap x2 or something. We don't need this here. Yeah, we can do gap. That's cool. What I also can do is I can, yeah, the search icon is not the same, but for now it's fine actually. We can do 100. It should take 100 space, like the full space. We don't need to resize this. And what we want to do is we want to make this round, make the div round. Nice. Make the padding a bit smaller because I feel like the one on Facebook is smaller. Okay, I think it's more rounded, right? Let's do 3. Text is smaller as well. So text is like small on the input. They have different fonts as well, of course, and they have also a bit space in the navigation bar. So if I go to navigation bar, let me see, inside private group layout navigation bar. Oh, we're here. Oh yeah, that's where I was right now. Navigation bar has to have like padding 1, or like, let's say, horizontal vertical padding on the y-axis. That's too much. I think 1 is good. That's a bit bigger. I feel like the padding is more here, right, on the search bar. Let's do 3. Yeah, we can leave 3. That's okay. And what we also want to do is we want to make this full, but also say, hey, you have a max width large, and now it's almost identical. Let's close this. Yeah, maybe a bit bigger. Large XL. XL, maybe 2. Yeah, now it's better. Now it's good. Yeah, we can keep this. Yeah. Icon, Messenger. It has Facebook Messenger, so we could import in here, or we could say, oh no, what am I doing? It's search bar. In buttons, yeah, exactly. So what we can do is we could do inside of here, we have, let's say, a div. Let's say those are like, can we say section? No, so it's not a section. We can yeah, name this divs. So we have a div which is full rounded full, so it's a circle. It has gray 100 background, and inside of it has padding as well, of course, padding 2, and in here we have Facebook Messenger. As you can see, it should be a bit bigger. Let's increase the size of this icon here. Text. This is how you do it, basically. You need to, not small, but large maybe, or yeah, large. Yeah, now it's almost similar. Maybe 200. Yeah, 200, 100 doesn't matter. And let's do padding 3 or 2. Yeah, we don't have the exact sizes, but let's keep it to 3 right now. Padding 3. Okay, the second one should be the notification. Let's see if we can. Notification. Bell. Yeah, it is called bell. English is not my first language. FA bell. And of course we need to add the flex row items center, even though they will be centered because they have the same size or height. Nice. We need to give them a bit of space between the items. Yeah, yeah. And then we have a profile. We have a profile. Or I think it is called user. Yeah, they have users here. Yeah, looks nice. Looks nice. Let me add to the navigation bar on the right side. Let me add like a right padding. So in here we say padding right and then like 3 or something maybe. Sorry. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, here it's good. I think it looks similar. Nice. It has also this nice these small how do you say this, like a circle, like a check kind of thing, or arrow I would say. We could implement that as well, but right now we can leave it because we don't I think settings and this kind of stuff we can maybe rebuild later. We are mostly concentrating on the home feed part to like posting something and like posting videos or photos as well, maybe, like, let's see. But right now we are not, we won't be building this this, how do you say, pop-up, or not a pop-up, it's more menu bar or whatever, profile bar. So yeah, I think we have navigation bar, and we can start with these component here, with this one, which enables you to create posts and like write your posts and text. Let me go to here. Maybe we can leave login button here. We could abstract, we could create component out of this. We can say something like circle button, circle icon button, circle icon button. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's say, I mean, it's a div, right? We could also make this, convert this to button as well, because it's clickable basically. Yeah, nice. So let's go to components in atoms, buttons. And that's why I'm saying like it's so important to have a nice component folder structure to really organize your component. And now like I can really easily define TypeScript in here, circle icon. So it's like circle icon button, circle icon button. And then in here we can just copy paste this. We can have types props, React, HTML, input HTML, no sorry, button HTML, and in here you should pass HTML button element. Let's type this component. Nice. And of course we also want to pass, do we have children by default here? Yes, we have. So instead of passing this, instead of statically defining the icon here, we can pass it like that and say circle icon button and pass the icon, right? And now it's really nice and reusable. Boom. Nice. Navigation bar is done. Now we are moving to page, molecules, sorry, atoms, links, inputs, buttons. No, we want to go to app, private, settings, page. Not to settings, but to the main page here. To the home page basically. And if I go to write something here, it will appear here. So we are here now. So this is the main page. What we want to do is we have actually three sections, right? We have these, and these. We could also, we will give this layout flex items, and only flex. Then we have like three main sections. One of which is main. There we have a, I guess, sidebar, left sidebar, and we have group conversations on the right side. Group conversations. Those are like placeholders basically for now. And in here we say max, we say it should take flex 1, it should stretch all over the place. Like it should basically take out the whole space within the flex box. Let me say that's a main. You can see it's here. And inside of here we can place, first let's say flex column, and it has of course justify, wait a minute, items center, no, we can say for now max width, it should be the same as the navigation bar with components, molecules, its organisms, navigation bar. It should have the same max width here, right? Sorry, same max width as the search input. So if we go here instead of search input, oh, it's a 4 inside of the form. By the way, we actually don't need this. Now we can wrap this up in a div, no problem. Boom. And the page needs to have the same max width. Boom. What we want to do is we want to say that's, of course, I forgot, flex blah blah blah, and then justify between again. Then we have these main sections, of course. Nice. And main section, we have a padding between navigation and here. So let's basically say padding top should be 3. And then we have a what's on your mind component, or a post action component or something, which is a div, and it has its background is white, rounded XL, XL we can say, or large. We can add shadows as well. Drop shadows. Drop shadow. Of course, we need to write something so that we can see the container. Nice. But they still not the same. They don't have the same width. Why is it so? Oh, because it has a padding here, right? Yeah, of course. Let me also add padding. Navigation. If you go to navigation bar, you can see it has a padding right. That's why it's not aligning the same line here. If I do, is it the it's also of course the space here, but we don't have a padding here. We have an image which is badly it's not cropped, so that's why it has a bit of space, like that's basically the image space, the empty image space here that we have. We could basically adjust it by simply going here and saying left 2 or 3, or even 5, 4. Oh, 6, 7, 7 maybe. Okay, but they also don't have the same width, which is a bit weird. No, they have same width. Yeah, whatever. Okay, no, it is. I think it is aligned now. Yeah, now it's cool. This has, of course, padding. Horizontal and vertical. That's fine. Inside of it, we have another div, which is this one here. It's flex. Flex. Items. Center. We have a profile picture. We can just basically take the icon as a placeholder, and then we can, once we have the image, we can use it. Let's say text XL or something. 2. Then we have the same input field here, right? No, but if you click, that's not an input field. It's actually a button, which is interesting. If you click on it, you will see the text field. It's a text area, I believe. Okay, let's add the button next to the profile page here. Should be a button. It has the similar style as our search input here, so this button. So we can actually copy paste the styles. I think it's molecules input search. We could also similar style. Let me say what's on your mind. The text is a bit gray though. Okay, here, 200. Not that gray. Let's do 500. Yeah, this can work. This can work. So if we click on it, obviously we will be opening this model here whenever the user clicks. What we want to do is also on hover change the background state. Let's say if somebody hovers, then we are going to change background from background gray 100 to background gray 200. So it has this nice, I think they have transition as well. Yeah, I think they have a transition animation. Let's see how we can do it in Tailwind. Okay, this is how it works. We have to say transition and then duration and the type of transition, right? Like this. Yeah, whatever animation they use. We also have some kind of animation here, like some kind of transitioning. We need the gap between the profile image and the button. So we say here gap x2 should work for now. Then we have a divider. In here, sorry. Let's say height is 1 or even 0.5. Width is full. And background color is gray 100 maybe. Okay, we shouldn't be putting any content in this div. Maybe we have to specify here pixel so it knows we want to display. Yeah, now we can see it here. We can also do add spacing here. Oh, space between space and background color. The line has to be, I think the thickness is alright, but it needs to be a bit darker. Okay. And maybe spacing also a bit space larger. Yeah, whatever, should work. In here we have again 3 action buttons. Item center. We have a live video button. I would call this prefix icon button. This icon has large. obviously is placed in a row. Also items, the vertical alignment should be centered, and obviously also gap x2. And on hover, not here, but on hover we should say background gray 100. We need also like transition, ease out, blah blah blah. And we also can add, let me think about it, padding, right? We need horizontal, vertical padding, 3 maybe. I think it's too big. Let me create a component inside of molecules and call this buttons. Inside of here, TypeScript prefix icon. Prefix icon button. Let's go to buttons component and copy paste the types here. We don't have custom color. Oh, that's an interface. Prefix icon button. Prefix, it's a React node. Our prefix already exists. We can say prefix icon. So prefix exists already in this type. That's why it didn't let me to define this. But let us do this here, and also we have children, and say instead of live video we have children, and then we have prefix icon, which is this, passing like that, and in here live video. And now we created a component. What we are going to say is we are going to do justify between, and of course they have to have also, they have to take up the whole space. And let me also wrap this up into a div so that we can control with the flex property and say that each element of this flex box should be prioritized as same. And if we go here, you can see we have nice layout now and nice structured buttons. Now we can just pass the we need to center the content of the button, of course. It's a flex row, and also justify center needs to be set as well. And now we can see it's centered. Now we can work with the icons and say here, for example, I think photos. Yeah, we can just leave this. This icon maybe is called smile or something, I don't know. Yeah, we can leave this. And then adjust text as well. We have photo, 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 video, and in here we have feeling, feeling and activity, right? Activity. Okay. We need to make the corner of this button rounded. So let's say rounded, maybe large. Yeah. Okay. This looks smaller. The vertical padding of this, of the button here. Let me adjust it. Padding, let's say 2 and X can be 3. Yeah. But those are the same size. Yeah, yeah. I don't want to do it like really exactly how it's implemented. What we could also adjust is to put this input and these in the on the same line, but maybe I will do it later since we don't have the icon here, the photo image. I mean, yeah, we could actually do it, but we don't have to really copy the layouts and all the structure really like identically. What matters are the functionalities, of course, and if you want to adjust layouts, you can do it, but I won't be focusing on like really detailed CSS work here. So that's cool. We could also like take this image from here and download it, right, and use this image, use their image here from, I think we can access this. We could download this, all of these like images, and use this instead of the icons. All of these are it's possible, but I don't want to waste a lot of time with by doing this. It's just, yeah, easy work, so I don't want to do it. I don't want to waste my time for it. Okay, I think for now it looks really similar. From this, not similar, but we at least have this button here that will open up the model. We have profile picture. We have these buttons here, and photo, feeling, and yeah, I think for now we can leave this. That's like the first part of the home feed, basically UI building. And for today, I think we'll be done with it. And next, like as a next tutorial, I will continue building the UI, this post here, I guess, and yeah, this post eventually. And whenever we have this post, we can start implementing this model maybe, and connecting this with backend, and also creating posts in database, post structures and queries and resolvers and so on. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and see you next time.